darkest fears inside. Come and join the fun, take a journey through the night. Watch the closet doors or else the night consumes you more, taking every piece of innocence that never sees the light. So, grab your only ammunition, your common sense a torch. The corridors are filled with fragments, something's on the porch. How long will you last through these memories of the past? Since without a light to shine, the only soul that's left is yours. Forced down to reckoning, your dreams become the sickening. You thought you were alone, no, the pack you chose upon you shall. Your safest place to breathe was right inside your room. But once the clock begins to chime, your fate will lead to doom. You're looking left and right through the doors you shut so tight. Close as long as you're away, they open up the stairs. So keep an eye on all your towards the sun, don't look the same. Your chance to act is short enough to turn your mind insane. The bus truck is a beaten from the overwhelmed temptation. So be sure to keep him on the track, or time will surely drain. Forced down to reckoning, your dreams become the sickening. You thought you were alone, no, the pack you chose upon yourself. To the crack of dawn. Wash your back, take a turn to the left and the right. There's no one inside, your doctor's a lies, they put you inside, pick a knife. Wash your back, check the halls for your chance to survive. The shadows and rage, your answering face, your life is no longer safe.
I am on the phone, I'm surrounded by the fears. Haunted with shackles, now they set me straight to tears. I'm not allowed to cry, cause they told me I would die. Oh no, they're getting near. Help me.
all this anger, guilt and sadness coming to haunt me forever. I can't wait for the cliff at the end of the river. Is this revenge I'm seeking, or seeking someone to avenge me? Stuck in my own paradox, I wanna set myself free. Well, maybe I should chase and find before they try to stop it. It won't be long before I become a puppet. It's been so long since I last have seen my son lost to this monster, to the man behind the slaughter. Since you've been gone, I've been singing this stupid song so I can ponder the sanity of your mother. I wish I lived in the present with the gift of my past mistakes. The future keeps lurking in like a pack of snakes. Your sweet little eyes, your little smiles, all I remember. Those fuzzy memories messed with my temper. Justification is killing me, but killing isn't justified. What happened to my son? I'm terrified. It lingers in my mind and the thought keeps on getting bigger. I'm sorry, my sweet baby, I wish I'd been there. It's been so long since I last have seen my son lost to this monster, to the man behind the slaughter. Since you've been gone, I've been singing
message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth when they pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras, and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Waiting every night to finally roll.
knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. On stage, we have Freddy the Bear, Chica the Chicken, and Bonnie the Bunny here to perform just for you. So sit back and enjoy the music while you chow down on our award-winning extra cheese pizza. And if you're feeling up for a voyage, sail on over to Pirate Cove, where Foxy the Fox will be your best matey. By remaining in your seats at this time, you do hereby agree that Fred's Pizzeria is not liable for any damage, bodily or otherwise, that may occur to your child during your stay. Enjoy at your own risk. Alright, so everyone put your hands together for Freddy and the Fazbear Band.
3 p.m. The children are flocking. They think my guitar licks are rockin'. They all think I'm cute as a button. Bugs is past his prime. I'm the bunny now. It's 12 a.m. All the bots roam free.
Stretch out
my legs to prevent rusting. Hey, hey, Mike, what you think of my new mixtape? Watch you slam the door in my face. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. I don't know what I am, a machine or a ghost. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. I don't know what I am, a machine or a ghost.
Truth is my glassy eyes, sometimes red, sometimes white. Purple fur, purple guy, orange guitar, red bow tie. Rosy cheeks, fuzzy feet, no eyebrows, no front teeth. Never eats, never sleeps, dreaming deep, what a creep.
I long to rock out on a bigger stage. I want the whole world to know my name. One day I'll ditch this band and go away. You'll have to put me in the Rock Hall of Fame.
I'm at work right now, right? And the bunny animatronic, he's like freaking out, man. He's like flailing his guitar everywhere, like he's Eddie Van Halen or something. And he is not programmed to do that, bro. I'm telling you, this place is haunted, okay? I'm not crazy.
And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. I don't know what I am, a machine or a ghost. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. I don't know what I am, a machine or a ghost.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. On stage, we have Freddy the Bear, Chica the Chicken, Bonnie the Bunny, here to perform just for you. So sit back and enjoy the music while you chow down on our award-winning extra cheese pizza. And if you're feeling up for a voyage, sail on over to Pirate Cove, where Foxy the Fox will be your best matey. By remaining in your seats at this time, you may hereby agree that Fred's Pizzeria is not liable for any damages, bodily or otherwise, that may occur to you or your child during your stay. Enjoy at your own
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, look at you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without his costume on and wanting to stuff you into the suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quartz modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.